Hey all, I'm so excited to be here with you today, presenting as part of Tell Me Something I Don't Know. My name is Adolfo Aranjuez. I am a writer, an editor, a dancer, all-around busy person. You've probably seen me around. But today we're talking about something particularly close to my heart, and that is film and TV criticism. I'm going to stick to just one kind of analytical framework for us today, and that is camels. Not camels, the animals. It stands for this. If you pay attention, you'll actually notice an error in my PowerPoint. This was the one I used for the Emerging Writers Festival some years ago. And, for someone who is quite well renowned in the editing sphere, this was quite life-changing to be corrected in a public forum. To the person who did that, please know that you have unshackled me from my expectations and revolutionized the way I... Anyway, whatever. The point is, here we have camesel, and each letter corresponds to a specific element of film or television. So let's go. Let's do it. C, camera. There are quite a number of things that fall under this banner, from angle to shot size. For the purposes of this workshop, I'm going to show you two different scenes, all acted by me. Copyright would have been ridiculous. Enjoy my solo shot selfies because living alone in my own apartment. This won't be the last time. This won't be the last time. So if you're shooting from a low angle, so you're from the ground, you're, conveying a lot of power, a sense of ominousness. But whereas if you're shooting from a high angle, the idea is that there's a sense of inferiority. And these things play a key role because you need to convey a lot of things in such a small time. A, for actors and acting. This is probably the one that's most obvious. Casting is so important because certain people can portray characters with a very specific pitch-perfect kind of performance. Here are 4 different scenes played by the same gorgeous actor with immense talent, each one conveying 4 different emotions. Sometimes I wonder if you even want to be with me. Sometimes I wonder if you even want to be with me. Sometimes I wonder if you even want to be with me. Sometimes I wonder. Mise en scène. It's a French term which means placing on the stage. I'm going to invoke a literary reference. It's called Chekhov's gun. If an element, an object, an idea is introduced, it will be useful for later in the story. Cycling back to mise en scène, the idea is that everything that you see in the frame, unless it's, background stuff like my art, will be useful at some point. No, I'm just trying to figure out what happened. And so it's important for you to look at and pay attention to what has been very carefully positioned in the frame. No, I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Moving on to E. Editing is all about rhythm. And depending on how you tie everything together and the rhythm that's been chosen by the editor and the director, you could have a very, high-paced, high-tension film versus, those infamous art house, single-shot, meditative works. And those two things also have different impacts on the audience. We really gotta go. Do you know how to get out of here? We really gotta go. Do you know how to get out of here? L, not S, obviously. So lighting is one of those things that can be done so beautifully. Each thing has a kind of rough, intuitive meaning for us as audience members, but at the same time, they can be played with or subverted. I told you I'd find you. I told you I'd find you. The creepy lighting is creepy because we've associated the kind of underlit thing with villainy or, sneakiness. And finally, we have S for sound. We humans, our species, were oral-based. And so that primal relationship with sound still is there. So in the context of film and TV, which are audio-visual, sound still makes a huge difference. I told you I'd find you. In terms of affecting our emotions. I told you I'd find you. Nice! Running out of time. So after you've taken those notes, see, feel, reveal. What did I see or hear? What did it make me feel or think about? What did it reveal about the story, about the characters? You start with camels, then you unpack it, and then once you've thought about it a lot, you put pen to paper, or you tell someone else what you've learned. And then they'll be like, oh my God, you're so smart. I thought it was just a film. All right, I'm out. This is going to be probably way over 5 minutes. Don't tell the Fringe Festival. Thank you for coming to this. Again, my name is Adolfo Aranjuez. Head to my website, adolfoaranjuez.com. See you around on the webs or in real life.